space, I was taken so far into the void, farther than I've ever been before. And I saw below a golden planet, and it looks like the Earth, but only it's golden. And when I landed on this planet, all I see is gold around me in my eyes. I can't quite make out anything yet except this color of gold. I'm feeling so warm and protected and loved.
Beautiful. Does your body also feel gold?
It feels like I am integrated with this gold. The warmth, I feel it. I am the warmth. I am the gold.
Do you have a shape within this gold? Or are you just a gold?
I am formless. I appear as streams of light.
Beautiful. So let's see what you're doing within this space. Feel yourself within this space. Tell me what you're feeling you're doing here. What does this space represent to you?
I am everything, and I am all that is. I meld with the flow of space and time. I am at one with all. It is a beautiful feeling, one that is so full of love, and this golden color is emanating everywhere. It is a consciousness.
Let's see within this energy that you are all one in consciousness. See if there are any messages that this embodiment is ready to deliver to you. Are there any messages?
Yes, I am the Christ consciousness.
Greetings. We love you, honor you, and respect you. Thank you. Thank you for speaking to us today. If you could tell us, why is it that you're speaking to us in this moment in time and space through her beautiful session? Tell us, do you have any messages for her?
Yes, it is emotional. It is emotional for me to feel this, and it is also bringing out emotion to be heard as this Christ consciousness. I walked the earth as Yeshua. I came to heal the planet. I came to heal all, and it was a struggle. A part of me that wanted all to hear the word of God of unity, but it was met with so much resistance and pushback, and at times it was extremely hard. And I had followers that loved me, but some betrayed. It was a journey that was difficult at times.
Thank you. Thank you, Yeshua and Christ consciousness. That's so beautiful. Thank you for taking that mission to be the embodiment of the Christ consciousness, to awaken the collective in the beautiful ways that you have done, as we all still remember you. If you can tell us more about anything else that you're here to speak to us about. What else?
It is so painful and grieves my heart to see this world in the chaos, the earth, Mother Earth, Gaia, in the condition it is in. It seems as though, to many, the darkness is the force that is taking the center stage now, but it is with powerful purpose that this darkness, this blackness that needs to be eradicated from all hearts, that it is coming forward, and it is doing so in such a way that it is waking up the children of God. It is waking up all hearts that have been hardened. It is waking up the collective in a way we have never seen on this planet. And we have to hold on. We have to know the truth, that God is with us, that we are not alone, that we have to rise up in every ounce of strength and power that we have to know that will prevail with love, and love will heal us. But we have to want it. We have to accept it. And there has to be many more of us on this path of wanting this new earth to fully manifest. Many are tired right now. Many light workers need lifting up and gathering up, and they need rejuvenation and restoration and a reminder of why they are here. It is time to reconnect to the mission, the powerful purpose of those beautiful souls that have been planted during this time to be here to help usher in this great new world. It is not just about Earth. It is impacting the entire galaxy and galaxies. It is a time to be more powerful than ever. March forth in truth, to be solidly grounded to truth and integrity. It is a time to help others heal, and it is a time for all light workers to rise up and heal, to self-heal. We must march forward. There are many helping us right now. I will tell you, It does bring much pain to my heart to witness some of the behavior that goes on this planet, but it can be changed. And I, as Yeshua and the Christ consciousness, I am here to touch all hearts. I am here to return all to their place of oneness in the unity of all. We must remember that we have been all things. We have been the lover. We have been the cheater. We have been the ones that have given birth, and we have been the ones that have taken life. And we need to balance everything. It is time to return back as a collective to the 0 point. It is time to go back into the void of darkness, into the womb of creation, to be fully healed.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for your beautiful messages, Yeshua. You always reach deeply into our hearts to activate and bring more light where there is light needed. How are we doing, Yeshua? I know that we've all those light workers who are operating in strongest light, but also even those who are just operating, who might not call themselves light workers, but who are just being love or holding a strong light as well on Earth. How are we doing as far as assisting Ascension? What can you tell us on our trajectory of how we're doing on Ascension?
There have been many great strides. There has been great forward movement. There have been many light workers awakened into their power to heal in a greater way. There has been exponential growth. Our mission now is to continue to awaken those hearts and minds that are still not in alignment with the truth of creation, the truth of what life really is. And it is the duty of the light workers to hold the space of love for those not awake yet, to truly love them into awakening. For it is that love within their hearts that will be the catalyst, the activation to help awaken them. It is not the attitude of, oh, those stupid people, how long do we wait? It is rather loving them into activation and awakening, embracing them with our hearts, our minds, our souls. We commend you, AuroRa, for the powerful work that you have done, for the light that you have awakened within many beautiful light workers. It is work that is so needed on this planet, and it has made a huge shift in the trajectory of mankind. We commend you. We commend your light workers, your students, those that are rising up.
Thank you. Thank you, Yeshua. I know the Christ consciousness strongly guides us, as what we teach and the courses we teach have been gifts given to us for the collective from Christ consciousness, from Yeshua, from Divine Mother of Creation, and all the Ascended Masters. So thank you, you as well, and everyone who has assisted us to bring forth these courses and these modalities that assist profoundly. So thank you for trusting us with these sacred teachings. Thank you.
There, you need to know there is more coming. There will be more downloads in the days to come. There will be more information coming that will create a ripple effect of change that is exponential. It is time to prepare, dear AuroRa, because this information is forthcoming. And it is a time to also rest, take care of yourself, because there is much coming in to take hold, to anchor in to your students, to anchor in to the planet, to assist mankind. It will be coming in bits and pieces rather than a download that is lengthy. It will be coming in pieces. So be prepared to write down, take notes, and anchor these new teachings that will be coming in to assist. We are here to assist you and to guide you as this information comes in. But it is very important that you prepare, get your body ready, and make sure that you are taking care of you also. Very important. And we know you have done a great job with this, but we are just taking care of you also as we say this.
I will ensure to take good care of myself so that I am at the highest space to receive the sacred knowledge as it continues to come forth to us. Thank you.
We say to her that we know that she has struggled in this lifetime, But we commend her for the strength and the courage that she has had to rise up and transcend above it all. She knows that she is an advanced being, but it has been difficult to understand this planet at times, this earthly planet. And we want her to know that she is loved beyond all measure, that even during those times when she feels like an island, like there are not many people around her that understand her, that we are loving her, we are holding her, we are lifting her up and keeping her held the arms of God. She has a beautiful light, and it is time for her to shine it even more. She has much work to do here on this planet still. They want her to be healthy. They want her to take care of her body more, to be more in the physical realm as far as allowing herself to love her body and to take care of it, because she tends to be more connected upward, and it is important. We need her grounded into this vision of the new earth, and this grounding will assist her in her mission.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Yeshua. Is there anything else that you want to tell us about who you are, Yeshua? I know we have been sharing more about you and who your true form is. So, there's actually programming on who your beauty is, how people think that you are their savior. So just wondering what your thoughts are, or anything else you want to give the collective as far as viewing you as this, son of God and savior.
I came to teach all that it is not I as the savior that saves this world. It is every human, every man, every woman, every child reaching within to their own light that saves them. I am only a representative of the love of God that walked this planet, and I had no intent to be worshipped, to be followed as a savior. Instead, I came to be the example of love. I came to walk, to show others that as they look inward, that they are the ones they have been waiting for. Every person has the ability to save themselves. I am here for everyone, but we are the saviors. We are the ones that will heal ourselves and heal this planet. I am only the representative of the collective. And as we return to wholeness, as we embrace the light and the dark and come back to that place of balance, of 0 point, where all is in harmony and balance, we will all merge together and join up as one living light. And that is what will heal all.
Thank you, Yeshua. You mentioned earlier that it's hard to see some of the things that are happening on Earth and the people to Earth, which brings up like children pedophilia as well as human trafficking. How are we doing on that? There's, our focus has always been though the children, but is the collective rising to be able to speak of this? Are they standing up for each other and especially children? How's the percentage on Earth? How are they doing? Are they changing? Are they shifting? Any advice or update you could give us on this very important mission of the collective?
There are many who have made great strides in uncovering what truly has been happening for eons and the atrocities to children. There are many that have shed the light on this issue, but we have a long ways to go. It is not in the awareness of enough people at this point. It is also about overthrowing governments that are attached to the operation of using these children in a very horrific way. And so there is much work still to be done, many more people that need to be educated on this. And it is about overthrowing the darkness in these governments, because it is still being fed, because there is a contract between these dark entities that have been trying to infiltrate this earth, this earthly plane. And this contract is still in existence on some levels. And so it is about freeing all of the governments in this world, this planet, that are still operating under these very dark, horrific conditions to allow such a thing to exist. It is not the priority of our politicians to stop this atrocity with the children. And so it's going to have to be more people rising up, like a grassroots effort. It needs to be out publicly. It needs to be discussed even more. Much prayer needs to be placed upon this situation, for there is still much work to be done. That is not to say there hasn't been progress. There has been. But as you know, AuroRa, it is huge. It is huge, and it goes beyond this earth.
Speaking of the politicians, yeah, we're really looking as a collective in the U.S. to have someone that is, even though we rather, of course, not have this type of control system of this government, but it is what we're at as a collective currently. So we are currently, as you know, Yeshua, we currently have a pedophilic president that cheated and put himself there. So what advice can you give us going forward to ensure to do our best collectively to hold the space, so that perhaps in our next voting we can have someone positive, someone who actually does care about the earth and the people, and specifically saving children? What can you tell us about that, so we could get to this initial timeline, if we can?
It is wise to remember that no matter what side there is in the United States, whether it's Republicans, whether it's Democrats, that this insidious energy, these dark forces, these entities appear as humans working for our government. And so there is not a right or a wrong. It is rather a mission of clearing out this darkness, these entities on both sides, so that we can rise up in unity. It is important to place thought on manifesting the person that is in the highest alignment to run the United States of America, through manifestation of enough people letting go of sides and truly asking for the one that is needed to rise up. It can be manifested, and it may not happen for a number of terms. It is a work in progress. With each person that steps up, we are making progress, but it will be possibly 2 more presidential terms out before the one is placed in the presidency that will finally lead us to the annihilation of this darkness.
So then it will be a gradual shift to lead us to that initial one you're speaking of?
Yes, a gradual shift. Each person that comes in will be succeeded. There, I'm hearing the word superseded by another person that will bring more to help and assist, followed by the next person that has been the one to really lead and end this.
So hopefully going forward, our divine manifestation collectively will be that we at least can have more of a benevolent presidents, coming forward in the next 2024.
Light workers, those who know the atrocities that have taken place with our beloved children, they are the ones that need to be reminded of the power of creation, of co-creation, of envisioning and holding within their hearts what is needed to shift this all around. And if it is to be in the form of a human or a divine being in a human suit to stop this atrocities, they, all of us can do this. It can happen. We must not give up. This is a time to literally bring all benevolent forces of good, of divine love, of unity together, for everyone is needed, but it can be done. There is hope. We must not give up.
Thank you, Yeshua and Christ consciousness. Thank you for all that. We'll continue to think about the ways that collectively we can procreate or co-create and rise up through the manifestation of presidency and overall spreading as well to the rest of the earth, so that we have more of a benevolence in charge of each country. So thank you for that. Let me see. Trying to think of what other questions I have for you while you're giving us update. Go ahead. You can go.
And that is coming forth is that if the light workers can envision themselves growing exponentially surrounding Gaia, Mother Earth, this beautiful living, breathing planet, stretching their arms out around it and holding Gaia together as one, this will help the planet heal even faster. It's a vision of going beyond our human bodies and literally surrounding this planet with our energy together. It is a time of gatherings where we come together to do this, where we use our gifts, our talents to send this healing energy out at given times together, not necessarily for the public, but for those who can do this work.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Yeshua. Anything else that I could be asking you right now as far as collective messages that I'm not asking?
Yes.
Anything else you want to add? And I was asking if there was anything else that I was missing to ask or any other messages of importance that they wanted to deliver. Go ahead.
We commend you for taking time at the different numerical sequences to send love to the earth, to the children. We would suggest to add in there a time for your beautiful light workers to do what we had spoken about, envisioning the planet with their beautiful energies and gifts stretched around the planet at once at the same time. This will help heal the earth in a much quicker way. It will speed up the timing of also stopping the atrocities with the children. This is very powerful. It will be needed. We also would suggest even calling in your beloved practitioners to meet with you at a specific time and times, doing this multiple times, of just holding the vision of this planet healed, seeing all children healed, etc. You know what to do. This would be very powerful. And there will be many on board that will be so happy and willing to step up and participate in this. It is needed. We wish to say again, never give up hope. Change is coming. But as we know, sometimes it can take eons for the shift to firmly take hold. But we know that with the strength of those awake now on the planet, that we are in a time where anything and everything is possible if the focus is there, the loving hearts are there, and the willingness. The healing will happen and it will take hold. We need even more practitioners with the skills and the gifts to remove these entities and energies and attachments and to have the abilities to see them, because it is through clearing this energy out that we are one step closer to this planet returning back to its original organic blueprint. And so it is very important that more are trained and given the tools and the wisdom, the shielding, the protection, knowledge. It is much needed, and it has blessed humanity beyond measure. There are so many lives that have been saved, so many returned back to loving again, and it has been a gift to this world that has just created such a beautiful ripple effect, and the healing goes out exponentially. As one heals, we all heal. So once again, we give thanks for this work, and we give thanks for the growth that you will be seeing. Your discernment is key in all of this.
Oh yes, thank you, Yeshua. Well, as you know, every day I send love to those who perhaps have been watching us for a couple of years or ran into our content and still don't believe maybe that some people are just don't think that they're worthy or that they're strong enough or that they're gifted enough or don't understand how vast and infinite it would be for them to become certified through any of our courses, but specifically AuroRa Hypnosis, how powerful it is to learn how to self-heal yourself and assist others to do this as well. So it's beautiful to know that there's going to be more of a turnaround where we're going to get more of these people hopefully finally coming around and really, because once they make that decision, it is infinite. As you know, the potentials, like you said, so many lives truly are saved as they learn to heal and protect others. Thank you, Yeshua and Christ consciousness. Okay. All right. Beautiful. Now, can we, since we are speaking of this topic, Yeshua and Christ consciousness, is there anything we could do to help the collective to understand this divine process that we do with entity removal, passive regression, healing? Can we send love to those people to help them turn their vision this way, their hearts activate to understand? Can we send them a wave of love?
Yes.
Good. So let's do that now. As we were speaking, it was 1:11 here in this time, and I held the space as you said, and I visualized anyone else who was in the future assisting us to do this, to give a big, gigantic, etheric, from our energy bodies, hug to Mother Earth and hold her.
Yeah.
With infinite love. So I did that, and I really feel like this is a good time, 13th hour, of course, since we are sending love already to Earth, to the people, to the plants, to the animals, everyone on Earth, that we can sit there and hold space. How many minutes do you think that we should hold space, Yeshua, and Christ consciousness, just visualizing, hugging Earth like that?
13.
13 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So for those who might not have 13, can we say maybe like just at least 4 to 13 minutes?
Yes, for those that can't
Okay.
hold that whole time, that is fine. It will help contribute.
Beautiful. Good. Well, so we'll communicate that upcoming in the next live video. Thank you. Yeah, sure. Anything else you want to tell us? Anything else of importance?
This is nothing new, but I wish to say it again. Love heals all. Love heals all. Love heals all. We must love our enemies. We must love those that have come to attack and hurt us. Does not mean we condone their actions, but love is greater than all of it that is trying to come in and take us off center. It's simple, and people have a hard time remembering that in simplicity we can heal. In simplicity we can shift things. In simplicity we can save our children. We don't have to make it hard. Humans like to make things very difficult. So it's time to get rid of the blockages that we each individually have to being on our path, fully present and fully in our power. It is time to heal the wounds. It is time to come back to a space of loving ourselves so much. For if we do not love ourselves first, we cannot love others. We must love ourselves. Let that love then spill over into your field and the world to be shared. It is simple. It is time to remember the simplicity of truth. It does not have to be hard. It is time to rise up with ease.
I love that. Thank you. Beautiful. I can't think of any questions to ask further. Is there anything else I could have asked, speaking to Yeshua and Christ consciousness, that I haven't before we speak in her body scan?
We are complete. We appreciate this opportunity to speak, and we just send so much love to you, to all of mankind, to this world, to all that is. There is so much gratefulness.
Thank you. We feel your beautiful, infinite love. Beautiful. I also sensed in the beginning, Yeshua, I sensed Dolores. Is she here?
Yes, she was aware of her presence during the session started. Yes.
Did Dolores want to talk?
She says yes, she would be happy to talk.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you. All right, Yeshua, we will talk to you later when we need your assistance during the body scan. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. And now, if we could please speak to Dolores, I'd like to speak to her now.
Hello, AuroRa.
Greetings, beautiful. I love you, honor you, and respect you. It's an honor to be speaking to you. It's been several years, actually, since I've spoken to you in this form. And I sense your beautiful presence at the beginning. So thank you for joining us today in your communications. Tell us any messages for us.
It's great to be here.
Can you say that again?
She says, it's great to be here.
Beautiful. What messages do you have for us, Dolores?
Well, there's much to say. I don't know where to begin. I am happy to be here, to be seen and heard. And, you know, this is a very complex planet we are dealing with right now. And so many schools of thought out there right now. There are so many spiritual leaders who are not sharing truth. They are of the false light. They are pretending to have truth, but in actuality, it is meant to bring confusion to the streams of truth that are really out there. And so we have many in the spiritual community that are very confused right now because of all of this. And some of it has been deliberate to stir up confusion, chaos, keeping people off balance, off center, not knowing what to believe. Many have awakened to the fact that there are many leaders now teaching untruths, making up stories. There are many in the space movement, so to speak, that have these great tall tales of things that have happened to them, when in fact they have been made up, and they are spreading basically lies and untruths. And so what it is teaching us is discernment, to listen to ourselves and to know that if something does not resonate within us, and we have to keep questioning it, and it does not have a vibration within us of resonance and truth, we need to stop wondering and asking questions and just realize that something is not right, something is amiss, and move on. So many are spending so much time watching videos, listening to speakers that are simply there to confuse them. And so it is my hope that even more people will awaken to this and come back to the truth that is within them. If we listen within to our own internal guidance compass, which is the truth of all that is, that we came in with, if we reconnect to that truth, we will never be steered in the wrong direction or allowed to believe these false truths out there. Once again, it is about coming back to ourselves. We are the ones that will rescue ourselves and this planet. We cannot wait for somebody outside of us to make any kind of change for us on our behalf. It is up to us. We are the healers. We self-heal. We are here to know the truth through our own internal guidance compass. It is powerful when you are in alignment with that truth. And so it is my hope that more wake up, that more come back to this compass within them.
Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful. Beautiful Dolores, as you know, wow, you sure left a beautiful embodiment of strength, catalyzing truth behind you. Such a beautiful force you anchored into earth, and as well, you already know you were a great part of my awakening. Actually, number one, I would say, besides angels, and so many on earth as well. So we're so thankful for you and your example of love, light, brilliance. Thank you.
Thank you, AuroRa. And I will be the first to say that in no way was I perfect when I walked the earth as a human, but I gave it my best shot. And I truly learned so much through the work that I did, which then I was happy to share with the rest of the world. And there was great knowledge and wisdom that came through the clients that I worked with, the clients that brought forth things we had never thought of before. And then seeing the commonalities come out, it was such an exciting time, so exciting. I know that work blessed the planet and blessed many people, and I'm so grateful to have been a part of it. But I too was human, and I do not profess to ever be perfect in any way. I gave it my best shot, and I truly had a great ride while I was on this planet. It gave me great joy.
Thank you. Thank you. Most beautiful. Any other further messages before I speak back to her higher self, Dolores?
I think that's enough for me now.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you. An honor to speak to you once more.
Yes, thank you. And I'm feeling so much joy and happiness, gratefulness. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And we must go forward. Do not give up. It's happening. We are changing things for the better, and it will continue to get better. But we must anchor in all truth, anchor in the power that we all hold, knowing that we are all being divinely led, and that divine support will always be with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Dolores. Yes, truth. Huge, huge, huge truth. Thank you. Okay, Dolores, thank you. We love you, honor you, and respect you. Can I now speak to back to can I speak to now higher self? Thank you. Thank you. Higher self, I know that you took her to this beautiful space where she got to speak to, well, we got to speak to Yeshua and the Christ consciousness. And thank you to you and her for embodying such a beautiful, strong light to be able to do so. Thank you for all the beautiful messages that were given so far from Christ consciousness, Yeshua, and also Dolores. So now, higher self, if you could tell me first of all, why did you take her to that beautiful golden existence where she was all, and the Christ consciousness and Yeshua spoke through her? What was the purpose of her doing that? What were some of the lessons you wanted her to learn from that?
We wanted her to remember her lineage, her light, and that she is the embodiment of that consciousness, and that we want her not to be afraid to shine her light. She has been under the radar, so to speak, doing her work, helping others in a profound way. She has grown leaps and bounds in the last 2 years in her abilities, and we wanted to remind her that it is safe for her to be seen and to be public now, that it is okay. She has been fearful at times based on some of the attack energy that has come in. Also, there has been at times fear of the people that knew her as the music teacher, someone who did great work with children, that she, in now doing this work, has had some of her friends turn against her because of the work she does now, and there has been judgment placed on her. And so at times there has been fear about coming out fully with her light and what she does. The divine beings are coming in to tell her it is time now to step out of the shadows, out of the fear, and to know that it is time that her light be fully seen and to be embodied by her. She no longer has to hold back. We know that she has had many that have been jealous of her gifts along the way. Even when she was teaching music, she experienced some of the same energy by her peers as she does now with the spiritual community. There are those that try to squash her light, hold her back, make her feel that her work is less than, when in actuality, it is her light that sometimes scares them. And so they feel they have to hold her down. And this has wounded very deeply at times. But we want her to know that she healed those wounds, and she has always been able to transcend anything that has been thrown her way. She has great strength, and it is that strength that has kept her safe at times when the dark has tried to take her out. And so we say, rise up, sister, it's time. You are here for powerful purpose. You know this. Rise up.
Then also Dolores was very strongly with her and spoke through her. Is there any reason why Dolores is with her and spoke? Why did you want her to learn from that experience as well?
That she, like Dolores, has learned so much since she started her healing practice, even when she was doing it very part-time, when she was still teaching music, that there has been great growth. And with each experience, there has been great wisdom brought in. With each client she has worked with, she has learned more and more. And then the culmination became when heard AuroRa talk on YouTube and Laura Eisenhower. And Mary knew that she wanted to learn this wisdom from AuroRa. She was guided. She knew that it was her path. And so the new wisdom coming in has only made her ability to help others and to heal others even greater. It has brought into its own field a greater sense of protection, knowing how important to shield, make it a practice daily, and to just know within her heart that she is protected always. That intention is anchored in now very powerfully. And so all the wisdom and the teachings that have come forth in the last year and 3 months since her experiences with all of AuroRa's classes have anchored in a new way of truly being in the light, truly helping others. And it gives her so much joy when she helps others. There's a new level of happiness and joy in helping others, and love herself. There is so much gratefulness. And so, like Dolores, every experience for Mary has gotten her ready for this moment, what she is doing now. She is also grateful that because of her growth, she was able to bring all the fractals of her mother back together when her mother died, listening to her angels, her guides, and following their directions, helping her mother to become one again and healed and whole and rescued from being taken into a dark. And so it is with so much gratefulness that I just know that I would not redo anything, even the dark parts, because I have learned so much this lifetime. It has been one of just realizing so many times over and over again that it does not matter what anybody tries to do to me, throw at me, how they try to push me down. It does not matter as long as I hold the light within me and I love myself and I recognize my own internal power. And I remember why I'm here, my mission. And I knew before I stopped teaching that my goal was to be here for others, of service, to love others, and to help heal from the wounds that I healed within myself. I knew that I would be doing this, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for every experience.
Beautiful words. Thank you. Thank you, higher self. Higher self, is this a good time to begin body scan now?
Yes.
Thank you. And who would you like to call forth upon to assist during her body scan? Archangel Michael. And then can we also call on Yeshua and the Christ consciousnesses? They were here earlier?
Yes, please.
Who else? Anybody else?
Archangel Jophiel.
Beautiful. Okay. All right. So I spoke to Yeshua and Christ consciousness earlier. So now, higher self, if you could connect me to Archangel Michael, I'd like to speak to him now.
Yes, we are here.
Greetings. Thank you, brother. We love you, honor you, respect you, and thank you to the legions of these beautiful angels who are there with you. We love you, honor you, and respect you. And now, if I could please speak to Archangel Jophiel as well.
Yes, you may.
Greetings, Jophiel. An honor to be talking to you as well. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Let's go ahead and begin Mary's body scan now. All of you working together. Yeshua, Christ consciousness, Archangel Jophiel, and Michael, and higher self. Let's start scanning her. And where would you like to begin at in her body?
Mid to upper back and wrapping around her left rib cage.
What is it? Energy, entity, or technology?
Entity.
What kind of entity? Reptilian, Archon, or?
It is a reptilian, and there is something connected to the reptilian wrapped around the left rib cage. I feel that there is some type of implant in there, also some wires, and it's creating pain in the left rib cage.
Okay, can we direct Phoenix Fire to start transmuting what the technology that's attached to this reptilian, creating this pain now? Let's help her alleviate the pain, calm her pain, so she's nice and relaxed. We're using Phoenix Fire, Source Fire, Dragon Fire now to start transmuting that. Can we do that?
Yes.
Good, and let's go ahead and contain the reptilian there in her upper back area as well as wrapped around the rib cage. Contain it now. Let me know when it's contained.
It is done.
Good. Okay. All right. Let's keep scanning her. Let's go ahead and find all entities in her. Where else does she have entities at?
There is an implant in the back of her neck, and it's appearing as a square, an oblong, and in the middle of it there is like like a duplicate of that, but only much smaller. It is metal, and there is a lock over the metal.
And Michael, can you tell me what is the lock when we remove that lock?
Yes, we can.
Good. Start removing the lock. Does this lock have any kind of contracts, or why is there a lock there?
It is from the Archons trying to lock her down, lock her light down. And there is a cord going up to Archon energy. There is a fleet of Archons attached to this. And they're telling me they came in the day that I was hit by energy that came off.
Okay, so we're transmuting that technology now. We're severing any connection, attachment to those Archons. Does the Legion of Light want to go find this squad of Archons?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Gather them up.
Go ahead, go find them, and then higher self call forth on any other assistance that may need it to gather these Archons that are infringing on her. And then are there any others that these Archons are infringing upon Earth besides her?
They are working through They're working through another young man in Sedona. Should I say their name?
Sure, yes, it's fine.
It is working through.
Okay. And then, so as there like a past healer she knew, or?
Alex and I had many past lives, and I came upon him a few years back. He has a YouTube channel. There is holds great concern for him because he has fractalized through many different personalities, and it is because of not dealing with some unresolved abuse when he was younger. And right now he is leading groups of people being connected to old energy, old alchemy, in that he thinks he is now channeling Thoth, when in fact it is some inverted version, and it is not Thoth. He has become very harsh towards people, very egotistical, and does not want anyone to help him. And so there is concern of this knowledge that is being spread amongst his group. Has been an observer to try and dismantle some of this energy and bring healing to it, but there has also been pushback energies because of it. So I am severing ties and holding this individual in a space of love at this point.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that explanation. And so then this is an example of what was spoken about earlier. Exactly. Oh yes, Dolores was talking about like light workers who not really speaking truth. So this is an example. And also her friend who attached this to the back and attacked her energetically. Didn't she say she was also like a supposed healer too?
She is not a healer, but she does readings for people.
Okay.
And she has many other gifts like making jewelry, things, but she walks the fine line between dark and light and does not do her work many times from the light. And so it is concerning. There is also connection. There is connection between all people just mentioned here. And there is also another player. His name is another quote-unquote spiritual teacher in Sedona. We have all had many past lives together. And so it seems to be a working out of all of this in this lifetime.
I'm so proud of her for out of this group of people, for her to be so pure in her heart and her love and being so organic. Thank you. Okay, and so we are basically severing the Archon connection attachment to Mary to ensure that there's no more of these type of infringements. She's, going forward, I'm sure she'll be very strong in setting up strong boundaries with these people so that they don't infringe on her further. And then we thank her for the work she's been doing to dismantle this as well. So has the Legion found these archons that were infringing on these people?
Yes, they have been netted, and the sapphire blue dragons of Michael have been assisting.
Good. So we'll let you do that process of containing these entities, the symbols, so we can start neutralize them out of our universe. Thank you. Besides these people that you mentioned, are these archons also messing with the collective of Earth?
Yes, they are. There's an energy of coming into soul groups of people that have similar to what has experienced, and she has not heard this knowledge before, but there is something around these archons coming in and hitting soul groups that have come back and know each other in this 3D world here, now, on this timeline, and they're hitting them, trying to pull them all off their trajectory. And unfortunately, there are gardeners out front.
That's okay. It does not bother us, so just ensure that it does not bother any more.
So what they're showing me too is this is how some of these spiritual leaders are getting hit, and they're getting hit hard, and it's like a hijacking of their soul. And it's like if they aren't awake enough, they can literally lose their soul and then have this darkness walk in, and then they become spreading, quote unquote, the light, but it is truly the dark that is speaking through them. So there is something energetically happening with these archons hitting these soul groups of people, and unless you are awake and holding firm ground and you don't see what is happening, it just comes in and takes over. And so it is through discernment and holding firm to truth that has been able to learn to be the observer in many situations of observing these people and knowing who is speaking untruths, who is being used and operated through darkness. And so we need to stop these archons from hitting these spiritual leaders.
Thank you. So you, Archangel Michael and the Legion of Light, you're working on that now?
Yes.
Thank you. I know you're working on it, but then I also know that these light workers who have been compromised by these archons also need to do their work to step into the vibration and true source of light, so that they will no longer operate from lower vibrational emotions, trauma, on healing within themselves, or even ego, which is the biggest way to trick people like this, so that they stop operating in these lower control systems. Thank you. Okay. All right. And then, what else here? Do I have any questions on what you said? And also, some of these you mentioned had a following, you could say. So, did these archons affect the people who are following them as well?
Yes. And that has been a concern because some of these people are young, they are new on their path, and so they feed the energy, for example, coming off of Sedona, they feed that energy within him that is channeling this darkness, and they don't even know that they are doing it because they think he speaks so wise and full of wisdom, but it is ancient old wisdom. It is old alchemy that is not appropriate for the present. It's not helping anybody. And so these young people need some place to go and and they literally like fall at his feet because it's a place to get recognition, to feel like somebody cares about them, when in actuality it is inverted. It is dark energy coming forth. And so has spent time trying to transmute this energy, just praying that these people awake.
Okay, thank you. So we're doing all that we need to do there, and then we're transmuting that in the back of the neck. How's that going? Is that still being worked on?
That is good. It's gone. Thank you.
It's gone?
Yes.
Beautiful. If we could have Yeshua and Higher Self now heal the back of her neck from any infringements that this caused to her. What was it causing her by being there in the back of her neck?
Great pain and tension in the neck. It would cause the vertebrae to push towards the right side of her neck and create like a bulging on this side. And it was keeping her alignment of her upper cervical and her spine, from being in the right alignment, causing a lot of tension and pain in the head, and jaw clenching, and pain in the face. She often would have a lot of pain in the face and pressure.
Okay, good. We're healing all of that it was causing now. Thank you. Thank you, Yeshua and Higher Self. All right, and then, okay, so let's keep scanning her, see what other entities does she have in her. Make sure we don't miss anything.
Okay, there's still something on the left side around the left rib cage. There is some activity she is feeling.
Well, we know we contain the reptilian, and we'll speak to it in a little bit, and then we also began to start transmuting the technology that was keeping it there. Is there anything else we're missing there?
No.
Good. So keep transmuting and Phoenix Fire and transmuting the technology there. She's feeling in the rib. And then we'll talk to the reptilian in a little bit. Is that okay?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's keep scanning her. Let's find all entities now. Where else does she have any more?
There is something in the very low back, and there is an open portal there right now. There also seems to be like some kind of a round, very small implant at the base of the spine. It's very small. It seems to be metallic in nature, and it's a disruptor energy. It's pulsing right now.
Okay, let's go ahead and provide Phoenix Fire to start transmuting that implant there. And then let's go ahead and close the dark portal. Michael, can you close that? Let me know when it's closed.
Closed, thank you.
Thank you. Let's scan her completely and then make sure, are there any other dark portals in her?
We need to check her head.
Okay.
There seems to be something right above the crown chakra. It's round in nature. It's dark. It's like a disc.
Is that technology?
I heard no.
What is it?
Some kind of a vortex.
So like dark portal?
They say no.
No. Okay. Can we remove that dark vortex there?
This is really weird. They're saying that it's like a miniature version of some kind of a spaceship. It's like a round disc that does have technology.
Okay.
And it spins. It's not there. Okay, I'm hearing it was placed by grays that were controlled by that netting of archons that were just taken. So it came from those archons, and it was placed by grays, and it's to just basically screw with me at times.
Okay.
And it hasn't been there very long. This is something new that just came in since that incident with.
Okay.
And it's trying to just keep me off balance.
Okay, go ahead and contain whatever that disc, ship, whatever it was connected to the Archon. Contain it now, and let's go ahead and transmute it and eradicate it out from that space. Can we do that now? Directing Phoenix Fire. So just let me know when that's removed.
Done.
Good. Let's go ahead and start healing that space where it was at, and healing all that you mentioned that it was disrupting, sending healing source of light, higher self, and Yeshua, healing all that. Thank you. Can you do that? Good. Now let's keep scanning her. I want to see if there are any other dark portals in her.
There is something going on in her right cheekbone and the right sinus area, right upper teeth.
What is it?
There's kind of a throbbing and a pulsing going on. Let me tune in. I asked if it was an implant. I was told no. I was told that there is something wrong with the nerve in my upper jawbone on that right side. And there is a sinus issue in there, and that nerve is creating kind of a whole circuit of issues physically.
What's wrong with the nerve? Does it have anything attached to it? Any energy, entity, or technology?
The energy attached to that was I had a dentist, and I'd forgotten about this. I had a dentist do some nerve damage on that area there, and it caused great pain for a long time. And when I get stressed out on overload, sometimes it will start up and then I'll feel it on the other side too. It's like it mirrors. So this is old energy. This goes back to the 90s.
So is there anything attached, or do we just need to heal it?
Somehow the grays, when they have bothered me, they use that to create disharmony in my physical body through that. So I'm being told we need to sever all attachment to any grays coming in and using that to wound me, harm me.
Thank you. Go ahead, Michael, with your sword. Go ahead and sever that. And how about these grays? Where are they? The ones that are messing with her?
They are attached to that netting of Archons also.
So ensuring that anything that is further attached to these Archons that you're removing under wherever they were at, their base, I guess. And so we're going to go ahead and assist any grays, any entities that were tied to this control. We're containing all entities in their perspective symbols, including any reptilians as well tied to them, and wherever they're at, ships and planets, wherever was directly linked to this. Go ahead, legions of angels, now find them all, contain them in their perspective symbols, and give them the opportunity to either positive, polarize, or neutralize if they are just completely artificial intelligence like the Archons. Yeshua, Christ consciousness, if you could work with these entities, these grays, and if there are any other reptilians that are connected to that, work with them to help them spread their light, and let us know along the way if you need any assistance from us. So as you all continue to work on them, let's go ahead and start healing and repairing Yeshua and Christ consciousness, her higher self, the nerve damage there. And then Michael, if you could confirm you severed any attachment from the grays to this area.
Yes, it's been.
Good. So we're Phoenix Fire and transmuting any attachment there and any negative energy there as well. Healing all of it. Can we do that?
Yes.
Good. And then I just want to make sure that she does not have any other dark portals in her. Can you confirm?
There seems to be one on the left side once again, right before the rib cage on the back.
Thank you, Michael. If you can go ahead and start closing that down, let me know when it's closed.
Done.
Good, thank you. Good, let's start healing any damage that dark portal there caused by being there as well. And that time and space when it attaches as well. Okay, thank you. And then, can you confirm there are no other dark portals in her higher self?
We wish to close a dark portal that is now evident above her crown with that disc gone. So we'd like to close that.
Good, Michael, close that. Let me know when that's closed.
Done.
Thank you. Let's again healing source of light to all parts where these dark portals were closed.
There is a dark portal by the left outside of the knee.
Okay, go ahead and close that now.
Done.
Healing again. Any damage it caused by being there when it attached. Any other dark portals?
There is one above the pubic bone.
Okay, go ahead and close that now, Michael. Let me know when it's closed.
Done.
Good. Healing again. Any damage it caused by being there in that time and space. Phoenix Fire, love, light in all these spaces. Any other dark portals in her?
Low back where that implant was, closing that. We are complete.
Can you tell me when did all these portals attach to her?
In the car with Jean.
Okay, thank you. So again, we're healing all damage. Thank you. Okay, and then now I just want to ensure. I want to see if there are any other entities in her so we can contain them all. Are there any others?
There is one gray attached to this left side, the left rib cage, that is also part of that whole thing with the reptilian and the implant and the archons. There's one lone ranger over here on the left side.
Okay, so go ahead and contain that now with the symbols. And this gray, is it artificial or is it does it have part organic?
It's part organic.
Okay, contain it in its perspective symbols, and let's go ahead and start eradicating, transmuting the artificial within this gray and bringing it back to the organic consciousness that it has in it, bringing that back to organic. And then we'll come back to see when that is, when we're ready to speak to it. Let's scan her DNA. Does she have anything attached to her DNA? Any nano, any AI, metals, any negative alien fractals integrated into her DNA? How does her DNA look?
There is a thread of black that is very thin going through the DNA that should not be there.
Is this artificial?
No.
What is it?
It seems to be an energetic thought form, a belief about DNA. It's ancestral, and
Okay,
it does not belong to her.
Let's go ahead and start transmuting that negative thought form. While you're transmuting that, let's go ahead and deprogram also any false belief systems within her DNA. Can we do that?
Yes, please.
Wonderful. Anything else attached to her DNA?
No.
Good. Can you confirm that her DNA is fully organic and beginning its crystallization?
Yes, it is clear.
Beautiful. Thank you. All right. And providing love, light, healing to where that dark energy or dark thought was at in her DNA, healing as well. Thank you, Yeshua and team. Okay. So let's keep scanning here. I want to again one more time to see if there are any other entities in her, any others. Ensure that you look inside organic matter, making sure nothing is hiding.
We wish to look on the right side of her brain.
What is that? Energy, entity, or technology?
There's the energy of fear lodged in that part of her brain from having the initial stroke. She has worked on clearing the fear, but there is still some residue lodged in that area that needs to be transmuted.
Good. So let's go ahead and start transmuting that now, as that's what was one of her questions. She was concerned that that attack by that supposed friend might have brought forth a stroke. So if you can answer that question, was that a stroke or what was that about? Or was it just an attack or what was it?
It was not a stroke. It was the attack energy that hit her caused some kind of an electrical misfiring in her brain, as opposed to having a stroke. And so it was like it shut her down for a minute, but she came back on, fully online. And in some ways, it was almost as if that shutting down rebooted her and activated something in her that is actually a positive.
Okay, good. So healing any trauma that might have caused as well. And also, I know we worked on the technology in the back where that was allowing for, she felt like the back was in, like some kind of dark energy was coming in through the back. So can we confirm that we healed that so that she won't feel like there's any more attacks coming in through the back?
Yes, there's still some residue from that implant at the base of the spine.
Okay.
So
let's Phoenix Fire that now.
That now. Busted. Thank you.
Thank you. Good. So are we good ensuring that she is fully sealed from the back so that no one will attack her from the back?
Yes.
Good. And then, all right. So once more, are there any other entities hiding in her?
We are complete.
Beautiful. Let me go ahead and speak to the reptilian there in her upper back. And then let me speak to it now. If you can help it come up now.
Yes.
Please. Thank you for speaking to us. Love you, honor you, and respect you. May we ask you questions?
Yes.
If you could tell us, when was it that you attached her to her back?
This was another time that she had stopped by to show some crystals that she had, and it was during that time that the reptilian came in.
Okay, thank you. And does this reptilian have a body somewhere else, or is it just consciousness?
It does have a body somewhere else.
Okay, let me speak to the reptilian body now, wherever it's at. Let me speak to it now. Greetings.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you for speaking to us. Love you, honor you, and respect you. May we ask you questions?
Yes.
If you could tell us, where are you located at?
I'm on a planet that does not have a name.
Thank you. What are you doing there?
I don't really know, except that the way I appear on this planet, and we are called the planet of unknown origin, I appear as a white alligator, an alligator-like body, and I am white on the planet.
Okay, thank you. Are there other alligator-looking beings like you on this planet?
I don't see them.
All right, and
I don't believe so.
okay. We are talking to entities like you spread out throughout the universe as you are attached here to love to assist you today so that you can find your light and spread it, positively ascend, no longer having to be attached to her or anyone else. Would you allow for us to assist you today to spread your light and become free and sovereign?
Yes, I would like that.
Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead and find that light within you and spread it to all that is you, every part of you within this white alligator, and also what you attach there to Mary. We're going to assist that to spread light, and then once it's all light, return it back to him, and then let me know once you are all light and you're completely out of her.
Yes, I'm complete.
Beautiful. Do you have a message for her before you go?
No fear.
That's right. Thank you. Go ahead and go with the love light of the universe. Archangel Azrael and Legion will ensure your safe passageway. Thank you. Thank you, Azrael and Legion. We love you. And then now we'd like to speak to the gray in her rib cage that has turned back to organic. Let me speak to it now.
Yes.
Greetings. Thank you for speaking to us. Love you, honor you, respect you. Thank you. If you can tell us, are you fully organic now?
Yes.
Good. And tell me, when did you attach there to her rib cage?
When Jean was in the car.
Okay. And do you remember you were organic before you turned this into this gray? What were you before you turned into this gray?
I wasn't a gray. I was actually, sounds very weird, but a mushroom.
Okay. Thank you. So the consciousness within the mushroom, they took that and made you into a gray? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. And then, was this a mushroom from Earth or somewhere else?
Somewhere else.
We're so happy that you've regained your memories back to know who you really were before this infringement happened to you. We love to assist you since you've turned to organic. We love to help you spread your light now so you can release yourself from, and then you can become free, sovereignly ascend. Would you allow for us to help you to do that today?
Yeah.
Go ahead, find the light within you, spread it to all that is you within you that's attached to her. Let us know once you're fully out and you're all light, ensuring you don't leave any piece of yourself behind.
I am ready.
Beautiful. Do you have a message for her before you go?
I'm sorry. I did not mean to harm you. I know I've been creating pain for you. I'm very sorry. I have a mindless job. I have been controlled, and I am grateful to be returned back to my organic blueprint.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for your message. We love you. May you be surrounded by the love light of the universe. Blessings to you. Archangel Azrael will ensure your safe passageway. Thank you. All right, beautiful. Thank you. We're healing the space where the gray was attached in the ribcage area. Phoenix fire and love light again to this area to heal all trauma and cause. Can we do that?
Yes.
Good. And now the technology in the back of her neck, has that been fully transmuted up?
Yes.
Beautiful. Let's go ahead. Again, Yeshua, healing all these spaces where we've been removing all these infringements, Yeshua and higher self, healing the back of her neck as well. Now fill them in with love light. Thank you. Okay, and then just a couple things she wanted me to look at. How's her head looking? Any she received an injury or trauma when she was younger to her head. How does that look?
It is healed.
Good, beautiful. And how about the scoliosis? What's causing that?
They told her it was genetic, so the thought coming down that it was somehow in the DNA to end up with that scoliosis.
Good. Can we Phoenix fire any of that thought that has caused back to curvage in any form?
Yes, it is done.
Good. Can you start working on healing and aligning her back so it no longer has any kind of curve?
Yes.
Beautiful. Start working on that. Thank you. Okay, and then her left hip. Did we find anything in her left hip?
No.
Okay, what's the discomfort there she was talking about?
That was the arthritis.
Okay, yes, that's right, the arthritis. So can we start healing the arthritis, and is there anything rooted to what's causing the arthritis?
It is the energetic thought form of it being passed down through ancestral lineage and through the mother.
Thank you. Okay, so let's heal that again, the arthritis, completely Phoenix fire, source fire as well. Can we do that?
Yes.
Good. And then she says she has some nodules in her thyroids. Can we scan that? What is that?
They're small nodules that are benign.
Can we just transmute it out?
Yes.
Good. Phoenix fire that now, transmuting it now. Her eyes, she would like to heal her eyes. She does wear glasses. And I know, can you help her with that process to little by little removing the glasses so it could allow for the eyes to heal themselves?
Yes.
Good. Let's start healing, doing that process now herself. Thank you. And then, so just going through the list here, make sure I don't miss anything. Archangel Michael, can you scan her? Does she have any dark cords attached to her?
There is one at the base of the spine.
Who's attached to that cord?
That went to that Archon fleet.
Go ahead and cut that negative cord and any other cords attached to her. Can we do that, Michael?
Yes.
Good, thank you. Have you done it?
Yes.
Good. Let's fill in that space with love light wherever the dark cord, neck cord was attached, okay? And then let's also just one final time making sure that there are no other technologies in her. No, can we scan her one last time for any negative implants, hooks, rods, wires, any types of negative technologies? She have any?
We're complete.
Beautiful. All right, and can we also heal any dental? I know we started to heal the nerve damage, but any other dental healing as well? And then can we age regress her higher self how many years?
20.
Good, start the process now. Can we also heal and balance out her chakras, and then making sure none are blocked or misaligned, and we're also opening up her third eye and activate her abilities further, and also expand her heart and healing her auric field. Can we do that?
Yes.
Thank you. Michaels, can you scan her soul? Are there any fractured soul pieces missing from her?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me, how many did you find?
There is one, like a big fractal, and then some small ones with it, and I'm sensing it off my left shoulder. It goes way out in time.
Okay.
This is from childhood.
All right, go ahead, Michael. Find all those fractured soul pieces and then bring them back. Go ahead and bring them back to the higher self in Yeshua so they can start healing these fractured soul pieces and all trauma that calls for them to fracture it off related to her childhood. And then once Yeshua and higher self have them all healed, go ahead and make her soul whole once more. Can you all do that?
Yes.
Beautiful. I'll let you do that. Yeshua and higher self. Okay. And then can we scan her for are there any inverted timelines we need to delete higher self?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Can we call on source to assist during this process?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Higher self, connect me to source. I'd like to speak to source now.
Yes. Hello.
Greeting source. Love you, honor you, and respect you. If you could please assist the higher self and team now to start deleting any inverted timelines that she has. Can we do that?
Yes.
Good, thank you. Also, let's heal any current life and past life trauma.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, beautiful. So at this point, we've conducted the entire body scan. Higher self, can you confirm that her body scan is fully complete and she's fully organic?
Yes, we are complete.
Beautiful.
Harmony in the body now.
Beautiful. And can you confirm we set her up for her most organic timeline?
Yes, she is on that timeline.
Wonderful. Thank you, higher self. Now, higher self, she has a couple questions. May I ask them?
Yes.
Okay. Questions she has. May I ask them?
Yes, please.
Thank you. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, higher self. Higher self, have you given her name, like who she is as a higher self? Is there a name or anything you want to share with her about who she is?
Oh, it changes. Sometimes she is jovial. Sometimes she is Mother Mary. There is a strong connection to Kuan Yin and Isis, and so she connects to the highest aspect of her on a daily basis, and it changes within those beautiful divine beings.
Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you, higher self, for allowing for us to share this video. It is going to be huge in assisting the collective, and so beautiful. Such wisdom and source of light that was channeled through all these beautiful beings, especially the Christ consciousness in Yeshua. Of course, we all cannot get enough of hearing from Yeshua. So thank you to them, and also Dolores. Of course, we haven't heard from her for a while, so I appreciate that. Thank you, everyone. We love you, honor you, respect you, higher self. Can you confirm that I've asked all the questions I needed to today?
Yes, we are complete. Thank you.
Thank you. Any final messages for her, higher self?
She did good.
Oh, really good. Yes. And and I also want to thank the personal messages, and then also the very important messages for Aura Hypnosis and the continual growth of helping the collective to reach the level of consciousness to get certified so that they can heal as well. Thank you for all of that guidance. Love you, honor you, and respect you for that. Yes. So our love to everyone again. Thank you, everyone who assisted. Beautiful.
Yeah, it was quite the journey. I have no idea what I said. Nothing. Yeah, I have no memory.
Wait, you don't remember? Yay! Okay, wait till you listen back. It's phenomenal. And you also gave advice to me and then the Aura practitioners. It was incredible.
Okay, great. All right.
Very powerful session. Thank you
So much.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I love you. Honor you. I respect you.
Okay, bye.
Bye, love.
It is such an honor to be here with you, explaining what Galactic Soul History book series is about. I am AuroRa. I am the founder of AuroRa Hypnosis Healing, which you will find here in our beautiful books. Book 1. Every part of this book is divinely beautiful, beginning from the cover and the amount of wisdom and knowledge that is being shared. This book began by AuroRa Hypnosis Healing Technique by conducting past life regression on over 330 clients within the last 3 years, where they told their galactic history, their soul journeys, explaining who they were beyond the veil, beyond this earth, in the dimensions, in a universe. These different higher self expressions surprise me just as much as they're going to surprise you. You're going to start reading this book and you're going to want to learn more and more about these different expressions, not wanting to stop. Through these past life regressions, the clients were able to remember consciously what is within the subconscious as far as where it is that they've traveled throughout time and space, their souls have traveled, and they were able to share histories of different dimensions, planets, and universe and alternate worlds that brought forth pieces of the puzzle, pieces we had thought that we had forgotten. And through every self-expression that they share and these different past lives that they're sharing or future, we learn to be able to remember self, because as we are all fractals of one another, through this book, you will learn how even if a client is talking through a higher self perspective or some of the angelics are talking, you will learn how each one of those have messages even within your life, as we are all expressions and reflections of one another. True history of the galactic history of the universe through all different forms of these higher self expressions, these different clients of throughout internationally throughout the world didn't know each other, but yet we're able to put this beautiful collaboration together. It goes through an infinite amount of how to self-heal, as well as things that are very sensitive, as the mind lab, as how to weave through the artificial matrix and learning to come out from it into the organic matrix. I am a channel to the galactics, and we channeled furthermore information through this book as well. You will remember your soul through other selves. This in itself is infinitely beautiful, because this is why we fractalize from source itself, so that we can learn from one another, sharing each other's journeys throughout our different incarnations, so that we could grow together. So this is what this book is all about, sharing these beautiful infinite expressions that help you grow in the most profound ways, gaining your sovereignty, gaining your power back, recalling memories long lost within perhaps your memory field, activating your crystalline energies, your crystalline bodies, just as you will fall in love with each one of these different clients, these beautiful souls in these soul journeys. You will also learn to fall in love with yourself, because you, with every wisdom, every knowledge gained through every single session that you will learn how to also self-heal within your etheric, your energy body, your physical body, your infinite soul. You will learn all these different things that we thought that were not possible, that you will learn that they are possible. Looking forward to meeting you perhaps in the future through whichever form, whether that is on my YouTube channel, whether it is through any class or certification, through a workshop, through a seminar. Thank you for following your heart to mine. I love you, honor you, and respect you. Thank you.